If you use a 125 watt bulb for 5 hours each night for the month of August, and if a unit, which is 1 kilowatt hour, costs R1.16, how much would this contribute to the total bill? So the first thing to do is to find out how many kilowatt hours you're using. So you're going to say that the energy is equal to 0.125 kilowatts multiplied by 5 hours, and that's going to land up being 0.625 kilowatt hours. We now, not per hour, sorry, just hours. We now take the trouble to find out how many days does this happen for the month of August. So August has got 31 days, so you're going to take 0.625 and you're going to multiply that by 31, and you land up with 19.375. And now that's the number of kilowatt hours for the month, and you now still need to multiply that up by R1.16. So when you put R1.16 in there, you land up with 22.48. So in other words, I take the 19.375 and I multiply it by 160. Taking a look at the next one, we're now going to do exactly the same thing, except we've got a 100 watt bulb. So I'm going to make that 0.1 kilowatts multiplied by 5 hours each night. And this time it's a 30-day month, so I'm going to have to multiply it by 30 instead of 31. Sorry. And that's going to be equal to, we get 15. And when I take, and that's 15 kilowatt hours that are used for the month. And then if I take that 15 and I multiply it this time by only 23 cents, good news, somehow electricity is much cheaper in this question, you land up with R3.45. A light bulb of 90 watts burns for 3 hours per day. How much electricity in joules is used? Now it's really important. Energy is equal to either kilowatt hours. Joules is a watt second. So the power times time is watt second, and then you're going to land up in the unit of joules. So for this one, I need to take these 90 watts and multiply them by 3 hours, which is 3 times 3,600 seconds. And then you have to multiply it by 30 days. So first I get the number of joules for a day, and then times 30. The big thing here is realizing that energy is power times time, and a joule is a watt second. And when you multiply that all out, you get 29,160,000 joules. In South Africa, we're given a price of electricity. We've got a certain kettle, and it's working on 600 watts, and I can change that into 0.6 kilowatts. So it's 0.6 kilowatts multiplied by 4 hours every week. What is the cost? So there are already 4 hours in the week. We don't have to do anything else because we only have to find out what's going on for 1 week. So it's 0.6 multiplied by 4, so I get 2.4 kilowatt hours, and I then multiply that by 222 cents, and I land up with 533 cents, which is R5.33. 1 unit of electricity costs 2.20 cents. Calculate the cost of running an electric kettle of 1.6 kilowatts. So now it's 1.6. My energy is equal to power times time, and it's kilowatts multiplied by a time of 2.5 hours every week. But they're not asking for only 1 week now, they're asking for 4 weeks, multiplied by a month of 4 weeks, and we then land up with an answer of 12 kilowatt hours in the whole month, and I need to multiply that by R2.20 or 220 cents, and therefore I land up with R26.40 or 2,640 cents, but there wasn't an option given in the multiple choice.